We start, though, at the county ground for the weekend's outstanding second division fixture. Swindon Town went into the vital Easter programme, facing successive matches against Notts County and Crewe, two of the teams chasing them for the automatic promotion places. A crowd of almost 11,000 were at the county ground to see if Notts County could close the 9-point gap between them and Swindon. Phil Duffels, our match commentator.
Swindon Town are coming into the home straight in the promotion race, and as long as they don't fall here or at Crewe on Monday, they'll be favourites to finish first past the post. The championship would be the crowning glory for Steve McMahon in his first full season in management, but he knows there's still work to be done before they can crack open the champagne. It's the same side which beat Brighton on Wednesday night, with recently arrived loan signings David Preece and Scott Leach teaming up in midfield. Skipper Sean Taylor continues in defence despite sustaining a broken nose in last week's derby at Bristol City. And worth noting, he scored twice when Swindon won 3-1 at Meadow Lane in October. It's an important time for Notts County too, because after this game they're at home to playoff hopefuls Bristol Rovers on Tuesday night. And they'll be keen to ensure that a 2-0 midweek defeat at Rotherham is nothing more than a minor setback for their Division 1 ambitions. Two changes in today's lineup, with Michael Simpson restored to midfield and the experienced Graham Hogg employed as one of three central defenders. Gary Jones arrived from Southend United a month ago, and he's already striking up a good partnership with another new arrival, Gary Martindale, and he'll be looking for a goal today to celebrate his 27th birthday. So Swindon Town's goal scorers from midweek, Peter Thorne and Wayne Allison, who get them underway at the county ground this afternoon. Swindon, of course, in familiar all-red. Notts County in a change strip today, playing in all-yellow. Quickly into action there, Sean Derry puts the ball out of harm's way. And our referee today is Graham Pooley, who comes from Bishop Stortford. Header clear from Barraclough, nicely taken by Martindale. Throw goes Notts County's way. In fact, a free kick. Hogg to launch it towards the penalty area. Jones the target, got the flick on. Martindale, not a bad effort. First meaningful strike of the game from the shaven-haired Gary Martindale. He certainly struck it well, he just couldn't quite keep it below the crossbar. Back now with Sean Derry. Jones leaves the throw to the full-back. Travelling supporters make themselves heard for the first time as Derry launches it into the penalty area, over everyone's head. Taylor eventually got a foot in. Swindon not convincing in defence. Ball back in, and the header from Martindale drops wide, and a real let-off for Swindon Town. Well, no Andy Legg for Notts County now, but they've still got a long throw-in. This time Derry, who hurled it in there. Everyone stood still for a moment. Swindon perhaps lucky to survive. Allison away for Swindon. Thorne and Horlock alongside him. It's aimed for Peter Thorne. The header's there. Great save by the goalkeeper. Clawed it round the post. And Peter Thorne wondering what might have been. Excellent break by the home team. Allison looked up, picked out his striking partner. Good header by Thorne, and well done the goalkeeper. Allison now can bring it clear for Swindon. Nicely around Murphy. Finds Preece. Only Thorne ahead of him. Horlock now making a move. So too Bodin. Fancy his chances. Well, he certainly struck it well, the Welsh international, on his favourite left foot. Just curling away from the goal rather than into the top corner. with the sweeper. Fires it wide for Allen. Swindon just probing for the opening. Allison on the turn. Can't get round Graham Hogg. Notts County proving formidable opponents, and they might just get something on the break here with Martindale. Well, it's the best chance so far, and well might he hold his head. Swindon caught napping. Gary Martindale, well, 22 goals so far this season, really should have been 23. He blasted it wide. Short for Leach. Allison on the far post, just wouldn't come for him. Might still be there. Robinson battling away. Hogg forced to whack it out into touch. So Swindon pressing as we approach the half-hour mark. Robinson, good cross. Allison, well, it should have been 1-0. And Wayne Allison knows it. Pulled nicely away from his marker to make room at the near post. A cross, smack on his forehead, and that really should have hit the back of the net. Again, it's Bodin bringing Swindon forward down the left. Gets the return from Preece. Cuts inside Derry. Cross is just too deep for everyone, although Allen may yet retrieve it. He's done well. Taylor. An ambitious try by him. Why not? Already got 2 against Notts County this season. Fancied a third there. Shooting from 25 yards, it has to be said, is not Sean Taylor's forte. Thorne loses out to Strodder. And a whack on the back of the calf in the process. Play on, says the referee. Play on is exactly what Ian Culverhouse does. Finds Allison. Good ball in. Strodder there again for Notts County. Captain been a real rock for them in this first half. Just making sure that one didn't come through to Peter Thorne. It's maybe just time for Swindon to get the first goal. Taylor, brilliant save. Well, nothing more the Swindon skipper could have done, but denied by a super stop from Darren Ward. Allison gets a foot in for Swindon. Hogg's header, only as far as Leach. Now Preece. As in the first half, Bodin finds plenty of space in the left-back position. And a good ball forward for Horlock. Good chances for Swindon early on, just too far for Thorne. He's done well to nick it back for Allen, though. Horlock. Preece just wasn't tall enough, really. Still Swindon in the danger area. Bodin. Allison, straight to the keeper. Well, anywhere else would have done for Wayne Allison, but from Bodin's cross, he could only nod it straight into Ward's hands. Horlock in field. Forced to check back. Hogg wins it in the air and finds Martindale, and here come Notts County. Jones, mistake by Taylor. Chance for Gary Jones, super tackle Ian Culverhouse. Really rescued his centre-back there. And finally hoofs it out into touch. Well, Notts County looking good on the counter. Gary Jones thought he was in for that birthday present. Ian Culverhouse just snatched it away from him. Allen past Ashcroft, finds Allison, side foot, took a deflection. Looked a little casual from Wayne Allison, but I'm sure he knew what he was doing, just trying to redirect it into the corner. A little deflection, just took it wide. Horlock feeds Bodin, continues on outside him. Bodin goes first time to Allison instead. Might come for Leach, just wasn't quite into his stride. Robinson spreads it out to Allen. All Swindon at the moment. Allen's cross, taken off Thorne's head by Hogg. Still County can't get it clear. Robinson. Horlock on the turn, charged down by Rogers. Rogers there again for Notts County. Well, they really are having to defend for their lives at the moment, the visitors. Priest back to Bodin. Chance for the cross now from Bodin. Can he pick someone out? Horlock! Well, Swindon have had so many chances, they just can't find the finish. Kevin Horlock, I remember, scored a cracker against Notts County, his first ever goal for Swindon. Couldn't repeat the dose there. Nicely done by Bodin, to the embarrassment of the County player. Horlock, deep cross, Paul Allen, chance for him, super save again by the keeper. Well, Swindon haven't hit the target too many times, but when they have, they've found Darren Ward in inspirational form. Rogers only to Taylor, now Bodin. Allison for Horlock, gets it back. Wayne Allison, another fine save. Well, it seems that whatever Swindon Town strikers can do, Darren Ward can do a little bit better. Another brilliant save from Allison's drive. Forward by Bodin, again Allison a willing runner. Horlock now might get there, Kevin Horlock. The faintest of touches, has taken it wide for a goal, for a corner kick rather. Great chance again for Swindon, and Horlock really can't believe his luck. That hasn't found its way into the bottom corner. Battersby, he's beaten the offside trap. A fine challenge by Culverhouse, but it's fallen. But Jones, good save by Talia. Notts County, out of nothing, could have stolen it there. And Swindon grateful for sweeper and goalkeeper to get them out of jail. Cow trying to shake off Derry. Horlock available outside him. O'Sullivan nearly made it. Barraclough got there ahead of him. Another Swindon Town corner. Still Notts County bravely defending that goal. Priest to curl one in with the left foot. Taylor to meet it. Horlock with the overhead. And Kevin Horlock, a spectacular goal, and surely the winner for Swindon Town. And he'll take some catching now. You have to to say that Swindon Town have deserved it. Perhaps the only person who didn't deserve that was Darren Ward, because he's been brilliant in the Notts County goal. Nothing he could do about that one. On his left foot, but not an easy chance by any means, and that's a fabulous finish by Horlock. His 11th goal of the season, and it could well put Swindon firmly on the road to promotion. On by Jones. Picked up by Rogers. There goes the whistle. It's 3 points for Swindon Town, and 3 valuable ones secured by Kevin Horlock. His goal after 88 minutes, finally settling the game when it looked as though Notts County might get a draw. Darren Ward, the main reason for that, really played sensationally in the Notts County goal, but beaten by a spectacular overhead, which has left us with a final score here at the county ground. Swindon Town 1, Notts County 0.
The way we were playing second half, I thought any given time we could have scored a goal, only for the brilliance of their keeper at times. But overall, I was delighted. I really was with the second half performance. If we can be consistent now and do it for 90 minutes, then I look forward to that day.
So a goal and a win at the end, a great result for you. Big bonus to come off and find that you're back top of the league as well.
Well, that's extra special, isn't it? Yeah, all you can do is win your game and see what happens with the rest of the teams. Unfortunately, for us, they all went right for us. So everything to play for now. It's in our own hands, and let's go and do it.
Well, Mark, a match with a late twist there, but no more than Swindon deserved on the balance of play.
Oh, and certainly on all the chances that they created for themselves, well, there's absolutely no doubt about that. But, I think McMahon's talking about being consistent. I think also you need to be vigilant as much as anything. There were just a couple of occasions in that game, considering all the chances they had, where almost Notts County nearly themselves scored. This was very, very early on. This was Martindale engineered himself into this position from a ball from Blackpool, and should have done better. Now, when Swindon go up, they're going to have to play against the likes of this, where people are going to come and circuit the pressure and break away against them at the county ground, and they'll have better finishing by a better standard of players. They got away a bit with that yesterday, but not only that occasion, but also a couple of occasions when we had Culverhouse as the last defender, and being the class performer that he is, he had to make 2 outstanding tackles. I mean, this is the first one. Taylor's mistake. Lets the ball run. Jones is in on goal, and it's a super tackle, because it's one of the most difficult skills he's tackling in the penalty area, because one slight mistake and it's a penalty, and also he might get sent off. But it's a great tackle, got himself in a super situation. And again, I think this was the second one. Again, through on goal, and he's come from the wrong side, if you will, because really that's a left-footed tackle. He's come in with his right foot. And really that's why he's been Swindon's most consistent performer this season.
And it goes to show that despite all that pressure, they could still have lost it.
Well, they wouldn't. I don't think they'd have lost the game yesterday. They maybe just got away with a draw. But it just have to be vigilant as much as anything. They're capable of beating anybody in the league. We've seen that all season. But because of the likes of Taylor and Culverhouse, who can be vigilant all the time, will make such a difference, which is why they are such a good side.
And the winning goal, it came very late, but a basic defensive mistake, wasn't it?
It was. Great time to score. Well, it's a basic defensive mistake. Taylor makes the first header, and Horlock just helps it on. I mean, it's a great goal from his point of view, but in terms of Notts County themselves, and not being detrimental to Swindon, they didn't have anybody on that post. Somebody on the post just heads it away. Well, Taylor wins the first one, as he often does in the opposing penalty area, and Horlock has no idea. He just thought, well, I'll help it towards goal. If it goes in, great, I'll be a hero. It does go in, and it's possibly the only thing that beat Darren Ward, I think he's a Welsh number 2. It's the only thing that beat him all day.
A tricky lot of fixtures left for Swindon, but it's looking very good for them.
Well, McMahon said it's in their own hands, isn't it? I think they've got 5 of their 8 games away from home, where their form has been excellent. They've won more games away from home than anybody in any of the leagues this season.
And they go to Crewe in midweek?
Go to Crewe, I think it's tomorrow, of course, isn't it? So they've got the travel involved as well, and Crewe at the moment on a bit of a down, so good time to go and play them.
Finally, top of the second division with one hand on the championship. As for County, they want to be there for the playoffs. Well, it was Town's wish that came true today, thanks to a last-minute goal from Kevin Horlock, a real Easter special.